I'm currently disconnected. This is Let's Make Stuff, and if you click this video, you either love zombies or you left your costume making to the last minute. Let's get started. Okay, so for this build, what you're going to need is some light foundation, some dark foundation, some blue, black, or black costume makeup, some red costume makeup for blood, a couple of brushes, some sponges, kitchen sponges, bathroom sponges, it does makeup sponges, doesn't matter, some fake blood if you've got it, latex if you can get your hands on it, not essential though, and for the clothing, a Stanley knife, a pair of scissors to cut it up, and different shades of red and brown paint. Apart from that, you'll also need some clothes. Now you can go as a zombie as yourself, you can go as a zombie as someone else, you can recycle and if you like, bring back to life old costumes. What I'm going to do is businessman zombie. I got a shirt, I got a jacket, I got some pants. Done, that's it. Grab your suit and go roll it in the dirt. What? Yeah, no, seriously, zombies aren't clean. Step one, grab your crap, roll it in the dirt. Okay, so here I am, I'm in the garage, barefoot, in my clothes. Why am I barefoot? I don't know. I'm in my clothes, I'm just going to roll around on this dirty ground, like a zombie would. Oh, I don't care about personal hygiene, because all I care about is brains. Zombies do not dry clean their clothes. Never forget it. Alright. Okay, so now that you've got your clothes all nice and dirty, it's time to tear them up to make them look like you've been attacked by a zombie. I grabbed one of the shoulders of this suit jacket and tore it open, left a little bit of the sponge and white material exposed, so I can cover that later with some red paint. With your paints, if you find that your red's too bright or too pink, add a little bit of dark brown to it, it'll give it a nice sort of stale blood colour. When it comes to white clothing, they're a lot easier to cover in blood. Just dip your hand in some red paint, stick a nice big handprint on there, or you can do some grab marks or just some scratch marks with your nails covered in hair. And that's about it really. Okay, so you got your clothes already, you're feeling pretty proud of yourself, you go and check your Facebook status, maybe check Twitter, maybe go for your haircut. You come back and you wonder, well, was I supposed to be doing something? You remember, damn, I left it to the last minute. This is why this always happens. It's time to work on your makeup. Grab a sponge. Which sponge? Any sponge. One of these sponges? Yeah, sure. One of these sponges? Okay, let's give this one a go. Grab some foundation. I'm using a really light one because I've got really pale skin. Just do that. Just patch it. Patch it. Listen, we don't have time to be perfect. Zombies aren't perfect. They're dead. They've got no time. We've got no time. Grab your neck. Don't forget the neck. Do the neck. Ears. Next one. Grab a darker colour. Slightly. And make some... Oh, just poke myself in the eye. And just fill in the gaps. Now it's time to grab some liquid latex. Don't have liquid latex? That's alright. It's not necessary, but it is fun. Now, I'm going to do a little patch there. I'm going to do some lines here, like a scratch mark. And I'm going to do just a whole big bit of skin up the top. Just make it random. Random. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, before we let it dry, one other thing you can do. You go look really close. A bit of cardboard or a little stick or just something that's going to leave a mark. Especially with a big glob, you can draw some little patterns in it. You don't want it to be perfect, you want it to be random. Alright, so while we're waiting for that latex to dry out a bit more, we can work on the eyes a bit. I start with a bit of red. Not too much, just a bit around the eyes. And once you're happy with the amount of red you've got, it's time to grab a bit of black. Okay. Now we'll grab another sponge. And we're just going to blend that in together. Okay, so now that our latex is dried, I'm going to get a little bit of brown, if you've got it. Just add a little bit of brown on top of the lumpy bits of latex, if you can still see them. And add a little bit of black. Then we're going to get the sponge. We're just going to add some red to it. Okay. Now, grabbing the other end of that sponge, you're going to just rub it. Rub where you put the latex. You're going to get some
some really good results. Just sort of be a bit rough with it. Don't worry if it comes off. You can always put more on. More on. Now, start adding a little bit of detail. Grab a thin brush. Just got to do some lines. Like a bit of a There we go. See, it's starting to look a bit sickly now. Alright, a bit of skin coming off there. Skin coming off there. Another thing you can use is this type of sponge. And it's good for making blood vessels. You push it into the red. I'll show you what happens when you do that. If you do that around an area, it's going to make it look like you got burst capillaries in your skin. If you've got facial hair, go with make it darker if it's light. The brown, the black makes a huge difference. And then just mix in some red over the top of the brown. Alright, there we go. So I've added a bit of black, well, blue-black, mixed it with some red to get sort of a bruised look happening. And I'm pretty pleased with it. Looks alright. So what I usually do at the end is I'll grab all the sponges that I've used and use that to fill in my neck or hands or arms, you know. Once you're happy with how you look as a zombie, what you're going to do is grab your fake blood, put a little bit on your hands, so give it a little bit there, and you're just going to close your eyes and flick it, and flick it. And flick it. Maybe touch up a bit of the latex. Touch that up. Just a little bit here and there. Just a touch on the lips. Don't overdo it. There you go. It's your I forgot to make a costume. You're welcome. And the great thing is, if you bump into another zombie, it's not embarrassing. Because the more zombies, the better. Because there ain't no party like a zombie party, and a zombie party don't stop. Because they're undead. And if you call the cops on them, the zombies just turn the cops into cop zombies. And they've got jurisdiction. And that party is never stopping. Never stopping. Thanks for checking out this video. Good luck with your costume making adventures, and I'll see you next time. Or I'm making a Lego Man costume. Yeah, that's right.
Not the fact that you went out and bought some fancier esophagus. No! You used your own. Because when we make our own gifts, it means something more. It means it's special.